He had that run of playing like emo goth guys in Jennifer's Body and Nightmare, and now he's like in his super handsome, look at me and my awesome mustache phase.
Hey, then you know what's coming next for me. I got to get jacked and grow a mustache.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we got to do this one. This, oh my God.
Let's do it. Come on,
yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to surprise you with that. Man, I am so pumped for this movie, and I'll tell you why. All right, so let me get you guys over here so you can see what I'm looking at.
Bring us on over. Come on, Davey.
You guys know what that is.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Before you get into this, Cody Leach did tweet today. I'm going to watch the trailer, but he said, don't watch the trailer. Just go see this. Trust me. So that intrigued me. That intrigued me. I'm going to watch the trailer. I don't care. I'm not one of those people. Like, I don't care to watch the trailer. But I don't know. I'm assuming he's already seen it then. And that's some high praise. I don't know, man. This snuck up on me. I love Dave Franco. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
well, I love The Rental, and they're both in The Rental. Dave Franco directed The Rental. So The Rental's
the Rental's great.
Yeah. It's very divided. There was a lot of people that hated The Rental, but man, I freaking loved it. And I think it was just because it's set up. It's not really set up like a slasher, even though it is a slasher. You know, it's a very slow burn, and it kind of just releases everything at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, and it's self-contained.
I've never.
You don't need a sequel,
but I loved that build-up, and I loved the characters, and it just was so beautifully shot. I mean,
I missed this. Where can I stream this?
Dude, you haven't seen The Rental? Oh my God.
No.
The Rental. Dave Franco directed it, and man, it is so stylish. It feels like a De Palma film, even at times.
Dan Stevens is in there. It's a cool little
Dan Stevens.
Yeah.
It's like a voyeuristic neo slasher. It's very different and really effective.
Yeah, it's just so different than every other really horror movie, not just slasher. It's just a very unique film. But you know, some might call it a little highbrow, I guess. I don't know, but man, I dug it. I thought it was
a great directorial debut from Dave Franco. I didn't expect a movie that good to come from to just come out of nowhere from somebody who's typically an actor.
Makes me sad, man. I love James Franco. Poor, just sad turn of events there.
Yeah. You know what? I think he could turn it like he did like an interview on Sirius XM a couple of years ago, and he just kind of like came clean with everything. And I think people do love a good like redemption story. And I think people would be forgiving. I think it takes time, but I think people would be forgiving of him if he did make a comeback. Like I said, people love like Mickey Rourke. His comeback was, he freaking won an Oscar.
Yeah.
So it would be cool to have for like a nice redemption story. But Davey, are you cool with watching this trailer? Because we don't have to watch it if you guys don't want to.
I saw it on I think I saw it on Twitter earlier today, and it looked really good. To me, it doesn't seem like it spoils anything. Like it did make me excited to see it. I didn't see Cody's tweet or anything beforehand.
Okay.
But it seems like there's plenty of mystery here after watching the trailer.
The only reason, because I'm usually like that. I'm usually like, I want to avoid trailers if they give too much, but I've seen nothing of this movie, and because they were in The Rental and I've seen some stills from the movie, I'm so freaking curious that I kind of have to watch the trailer. So, all right, let's go ahead and do it. All right, here we go.
I love you.
Okay. It's Neon.
Neon, I'm in.
What's going on?
I don't know. Since the move, Tim and I haven't been on the same page.
Please, do you love each other?
Maybe we're just complacent.
Imagine I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right.
Well, complacency can sometimes simply be
So happy together.
Oh, fuck.
Ah.
I knew it was body horror.
You know, this could be the beginning
When you roll over, you're on my hair.
of something wonderful.
Tim.
What the fuck? The thing.
We spend our lives in search of the other half. If you think you found that, don't be so quick to let it go.
I think something's happening to us.
Listen to me. Listen to me. We've got to get out of here. Now.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
What the?
You'll be okay.
Oh, shit.
Whiskey for the pain.
Sawzall.
Dude, that looks good as fuck.
Dude, that's a contender for best of the year. Like that looks amazing.
That looks phenomenal. Like I'm
Yeah.
not even exaggerating. And it's going to be one of two things that I take away from that trailer. You're either going to get a movie like Barbarian that's going to be absolutely fucking insane, or it's going to be a total mind fuck. It's going to be one of those two kind of movies. And either way, dude, I am in.
That is one of the best trailers I've seen in a while. I can see why Cody was saying maybe not watch it, because if you don't want to know the actual,
But I don't think it gave much away, man.
But yeah,
at all.
if you go in knowing what the gimmick of the movie is, there's still a lot to unfold. I mean, it's just a fun movie to watch unfold, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So-
What do you think, Davey? Did that get you excited in the pantaloons?
Yes, if you see the poster, it has that shot of the eyes sort of melding. So that sort of like I already knew that just from looking at the
I've
posters
seen that poster,
or the poster, and like I mean, a massive Evil Dead fan. So anytime you're going to enter in that kind of body horror thing, and you're gonna, it'll be really interesting to see. It seems like they're sort of setting something up about this couple that's drifting apart, and as they try to rekindle. Something supernatural starts going on. Yes, where so I think that'll be interesting, like the mental side of drifting apart, and then the physical side of the danger of literally becoming like the same entity through touch.
Yeah, like I'm wondering what because at the end of the trailer she's like trying to saw them apart. So
yeah.
Wow, it's gonna be it's gonna be a Rob.
It's gonna be hardcore
ending.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like The Substance. They're gonna be like one creature. Like,
there you go.
That movie caught me by surprise. I loved that, but one that I really, really loved last year that a buddy of mine sent to me was Strange Darling, and I had no idea, and I was like,
oh my god.
I was texting him throughout, like, oh, it's this. And then when I figured it out, I was like, oh my fucking God, I know what's about to itch. Yeah, that movie was great.
Man, her acting in that too, Fitzgerald, I can't remember her first name. She was phenomenal.
Yeah, Willa
Fitzgerald. Yeah,
Willa Fitzgerald. Yeah, that was one of the best performances of last year.
And it's a great movie to watch a second time once you know how it shakes out. And it's very like Tarantino-esque in telling it in chapters that are shuffled chapters.
Dude, after I watched Strange Darling, I'm going to name drop here. I literally sent Cal Gallner a DM on Instagram because he sent me a DM after I reviewed Passengers. And I was like, oh shit, Cal Gallner just freaking DM'd me. Okay. He's like thanking me for reviewing the movie or whatever. And I was like, yeah, man, we had a little back and forth. And so then when Strange Darling came out, I messaged him and he's like, dude, thanks so much, man. He is one of the nicest. And we were just talking about this last week about how horror celebrity. Hey, funny enough, there's Cecil. We were talking about how horror celebrities are genuinely like the most down to earth, even no matter how high they get. Like Cal Gallner, he's like the top of the rung at this point in horror. And he's still just so thankful, so nice, so sharing, giving with his community. He's
seems really like he's a genuine fan of the genre, which always helps, I think, with the performers. If they're a fan of it, then they want to relate with the other fans.
Yeah, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. Rooney Mara is not the lead in Nightmare 2010. It's Kyle Gallner. He's great in the movie, and the movie's underrated.
That's a good way to look at it, actually.
He is. I mean, I've invested so much more into Quentin in that movie. Rooney Mara is just like a fucking like wooden plank in that
Yes,
film.
she is.
And it's, yeah, like I invest in Quentin. That's someone. Full circle moment here. That's someone I related to.
Yeah.
And watching
All right.
that movie, I was a teenager because like I took like ADHD medication and shit, like and anxiety medication when I was in high school. That's when I started all of it. I would struggle sleeping. Like I was definitely kind of like an emo kid for a phase there. And I remember watching that movie when I was 16 and I was like, that's me, man. Except I'm not getting haunted by a dream demon. But like I feel like Quentin here. So yeah, great. Love
Yeah.
Kyle Gallner.
He had that run of playing like emo goth guys in Jennifer's Body and Nightmare, and now he's like in his super handsome, look at me and my awesome mustache phase.
Hey, then you know what's coming next for me. I got to get jacked and grow a mustache.
Well, hello there. You just watched an outrageous clip from the Hit the Bricks podcast. I really hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more clips, you can click here or you can click here. And you can just have yourself a ball, all right? And also follow the Hit the Bricks podcast on Spotify as well. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.